When it comes to lighting in cinematography, videography, in filmmaking in general, light is one of the most crucial and important thing. Not ever, but it's so important, because without light we can have shadows, and without shadows we can have light. So light is really important, even if you're using a sunlight, like the natural source of light, or the artificial light is essential in filmmaking. So in today's video we are going to discuss about lighting. Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. T.M.B is here, and in today's video we are going to talk about lighting. So before we start into the lighting topic, I wanted to thank everybody for the 100 subscribers. I know for some people it might be less or something, but for me it's so much, it's a lot. So thank y'all, thank everybody for the support. And if you're new to the channel, I do videography, cinematography, filmmaking in general. I'm still practicing, I'm still a beginner and amateur, and I'm trying to recreate shots and learning, watching movies, all by that, and I'm still learning. So if you're new to the channel, you are more than welcome. If you like movies like me, films, comment down below and let me know what's your favorite movie. So let's get started. So when it comes to lighting, it's so hard, really hard to to light a scene or to light a subject, right? So for example, for influencers, they have this circle of light that you just put it right in front of you, and you just light a subject and you got it, right? But when it comes to filmmaking, it's not a lot of harder, but it's a bit complicated, because you really need to to put your light in a certain way, because if you change the light in a certain angle, you're gonna change completely the mood, you're gonna change completely the genre. Not the genre, I'm a little bit oversaying this, but not the genre, but the mood of the scene or on the subject, you're gonna change it completely. So there is the 3 key light basics of light that all YouTubers use, and filmmakers and photographers as well uses these 3 basics of lighting. First of all, we have the key light, and the second we have the fill, and the third we have the back or the edge light, whatever you want to call it, because it's the same name basically. So yeah, so the key light is basically one of the strongest light that you see on a scene or on a video. So for example, this one that I have on my right here is my key light. So it's the strongest source of light that is coming out from this light stick that I have right here. And the fill light is another second light. For example, this orange that you're seeing here, or also edge light, that separates me from the background. And the blue light that you're seeing behind me is basically the backlight. It is also the other light, but it's similar. So in this scene, I don't have basically a fill light, because I wanted the scene to be a little bit moody, a little bit drama, but it is not that much drama, I know that, but so it's just to make you understand. These are the basics for your setup. These lights are well used even in filmmaking. Hollywood uses them, every filmmakers and photographers uses these basics, because they are the basics. And then you have the bouncing, the bouncer, where you bounce the light with the sunlight or with an artificial light. You have also the top light. The top light creates moody scenes and drama, like in Godfather. For those who already know Godfather, you already know what I'm talking about right here. Why do I think that everything can be a source of light? Because when you can't afford to buy a light, because lights are so expensive, it's like lenses, but it depends on that, because not always lights are expensive. There is also some cheapest lights that you can find on internet or Amazon or any website, and you just can't buy, you just can't afford it. But for some type of light, you really need some money to get those type of lights. So when you can't afford lights, you can use, I'm just gonna say this, but it is corny, it is, I don't know, cliche, but the sun. Yes, you have the sun as a free tool to use in your cinematography or also in your photography. The sun is free, you can use it. You can use a bouncer to bounce it. You can use, additional lights, but but these additional lights are artificial. When it comes to a night scene, for example, right, most of my shots are in the night because, you know, for the sun you have to wait the sun for the right moment, especially, you know, in the golden hour, in the blue hour. You will need to wait for that right time in order to get that shot, in order to get that blue, you know, hour mood and all that golden hour mood, in order to, you know, to take that beautiful moment, because those times are one of the best to capture in your camera, because the results is just stunning, guys. Really stunning, for real. But when it comes to a night scene, there is a little bit of a problem right here, right? Because we don't have the sun no more. So what we are going to use is to use what we got. I know for some of you, you know, maybe you have only one light, but that's fine. That's really fine. You know, you just have to use what you got on, because just let's put it this way, okay? All the free lights that you have is the street lights outside, okay? Let's just put it this way. Maybe you want to do a shot in your house, not outside, so you're not going to use a street light, right? So you want to, I don't know, maybe shoot this scene in a bathroom, in a night scene, maybe drama, whatever you want it, right? And you know, something that you can use is your flash phone, for example. I know it's ridiculous, but we have to use what we got in this situation right here, right? So you can use your lamp in your house, your flash on the phone. You can use, or the flash, all right. You can use your lamp, like I said, and you can use pretty much everything that you got on. And you use that to your advantage, because it is also makes you a little bit creative, you know, because it forces you to get out from your comfort zone and be more creative than you are. You don't have the light, so you really need to come up with something, with an idea to make that scene happen. So you will need to use everything that you got. So you really have to use your, you know, brain capacity in your 100% of the IQ. Like, I just don't know. You just have to use everything that you got in order to make that scene happen, right? So that's what happens when you don't have a powerful light, when you don't have much light. So you just have to use everything that you have in your capability and use them to your advantage. And it also increases your creativity. That's what I believe, and that's what I think. You know, because that's what I've been doing the whole time. So yeah, so this video is not about, you know, taking, you know, what I said and just make it like a rule, or just doing or for what I said before in the basics of the 3 basics of lighting setup. It's not just a rule. You can break the rule every time you want, but you just have to break it, you know, with self-aware, because if you just break it, it's just gonna look like a mistake, or just gonna look like, I don't know, something that you didn't know about or you didn't notice, you know. So you have to be also really careful about breaking, you know, the rules when it comes to lighting, or also framing as well, or also composition, right? So it's just to tell you that, you know, you don't have to worry about, you know, when you don't have a light, when you don't have this source of light, because I have a lot of list of light that I really would like to buy right now, but I say to myself, okay, I need to really push myself to use this light that I have in order to be more creative, like more creative. So, and use everything that I got. You know, I really would like also a new camera, but I say to myself, yo, use what you got, because, you know, in the beginning of all of this, I started out with using my phone. So, you know, the results now are really different, and I'm really seeing progresses. So now, you know, throughout this, you know, filmmaking experience. So that's what I would say to everybody, to use just what you got on. You know, it's just that it. You know, so guys, this is the end of the video. If you liked it, consider to subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think about, you know, this topic, you know, lighting. Just let me know what you think about it. Let me know your thoughts, and as always, keep creating, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.